Tidbits from TNT, Monday morning, May 26, 2025. Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com website and become our supporter on Patreon. Tishwash. The Sudanese Ministry of Finance directs the Ministry of Finance to prepare the budget tables for approval, amounting to 140 trillion dinars. The Finance Committee of the Iraqi Parliament revealed on Monday that Prime Minister Mohammed Shia al-Sudani directed the Ministry of Finance to prepare budget tables in preparation for its approval. Committee member Moeen al-Kadhimi told Shafaq news agency last week. Al-Sudani directed the Ministry of Finance to prepare the 2025 budget schedules in preparation for its approval by the Council and sending it to Parliament. Al-Kadhimi added, the Ministry of Finance prepared the investment side of the budget months ago, amounting to 25 trillion dinars. The Ministry of Finance is currently expected to complete the operational side of the budget, estimated at approximately 115 trillion dinars. He explained that, the budget tables amount to 140 trillion dinars, which will be sufficient to run the state during the remaining months of the year, including salaries for employees and retirees, social welfare, other aspects, oil extraction costs, and ongoing investment projects. The Finance Committee member continued, it has become imperative for the Ministry of Finance to prepare the budget tables, approve them in the Council of Ministers, and submit them to the House of Representatives next June. Tishwash. Al-Salami. The government must take urgent action regarding the oil agreements between the region and Washington. MP Haider al-Salami called on the federal government on Sunday to take urgent action regarding the agreements concluded by the Kurdistan Regional Government, KRG, with American companies related to the investment of natural resources. Al-Salami told Al-Maluma that Iraq's natural resources represent a right for all components and spectrums of the Iraqi people, and their investment and extraction are the exclusive prerogative of the federal government. He explained that the KRG's signing of agreements with American companies to invest in oil and gas fields represents a clear violation of the Constitution and the federal court's ruling, which affirmed that oil and gas belong to the Iraqi people, and that the management of this sector is the sole responsibility of the federal government. He added, Baghdad must not be satisfied with rejectionist statements, but must take real steps to reconsider its dealings with the KRG and send clear messages to the concerned countries that the Kurdistan region is part of the Iraqi state and not an independent entity. Al-Salami pointed out that this issue must be taken seriously into consideration, because natural resources belong to all Iraqis, regardless of their ethnicity, sect, or religion, and they must not be invested unilaterally by the region without consulting the federal government. It is noteworthy that the agreements concluded by the regional government with some American companies in the field of oil and gas investment have sparked widespread political and popular controversy, as they are considered a violation of the Constitution and a federal court ruling. Tishwash. A strong, diversified, and sustainable economy is a fundamental pillar of the National Security Strategy, 2025 to 2030. Samir al-Nusairi. The Prime Minister announced the Iraqi National Security Strategy, with its axes and objectives, designed to ensure security and economic stability, protect Iraq internally and externally, avoid risks, and enhance the country's societal security, stability, sovereignty, and prosperity in all areas. What concerns us as economists is how to achieve the economic goal of the strategy, which constitutes the basic foundation for building effective economic stability and sustainable development in accordance with Iraq's economic vision for the years 2025 to 2030. It is important to note that most countries in the world, whether emerging or fragile economies, have national security strategies that rely on plans to build stability and social development for their people. The most prominent of these plans relate to ensuring food security, health security, and livelihood security as basic and systematic priorities for building a safe, stable, and developed society. This is what Iraq's Vision 2030 clearly emphasized and indicated. Iraq is currently going through a critical, important, and sensitive phase due to the political, security, and economic circumstances,
which can be specifically identified with the fluctuations in global oil prices and the global economic recession. The economic reality, according to official data, also indicates that
The preliminary results of the general population census indicate that Iraq's population has risen to 46 million, while unemployment and poverty rates continue at the overall level. This requires solutions and major efforts to empower youth, reduce unemployment rates, and alleviate poverty in a country that aims to achieve stability in its national security strategy. To implement the plans drawn up to achieve this, we believe that building the foundations of a comprehensive national security strategy, with a focus on the economy, must result in security, stability, and economic development that contribute to societal well-being. It must be effective and implementable under the current circumstances in Iraq. Therefore, many citizens from various levels of government, politics, and economics, as well as university professors, civil society organizations, youth, women, and professionals, must familiarize themselves with the strategy's details, each within their respective fields, and contribute to achieving its objectives. The magnitude of the economic challenges, both domestically and internationally, and the continued volatility of global oil prices require a firm stance by all governmental, political, and popular bodies, as well as the private sector, to protect Iraq and sustain the building of a strong, diversified, developmental, and sustainable economy, based on realistic realities. I believe that the strategy should be a realistic application of the axes of the government program in its economic and security dimensions, and most importantly, legitimate demands to eliminate financial and administrative corruption, address unemployment and poverty, and return Iraqi funds stolen by corrupt people. The basic economic principles of the national security strategy should be as follows. 1. Building a sound national economy with multiple resources. 2. The private sector plays a pivotal role in leading the market. 3. Providing food, medicine and environmental security for citizens. 4. Ensuring a decent life for the individual and the family. 5. Reforming and developing the financial and banking sector and increasing its contribution to economic development. 6. The state guarantees social justice for citizens. 7. Protecting the spirit of citizenship and community and civil peace. 8. Reforming and developing good governance institutions to provide the best services to citizens. 9. Information security and transparency of economic data and indicators. Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com website and become our supporter on Patreon.
Source: dinarrecaps.com